Error.
It's Navarus! You do know what that is, right? The ancient Orcan festival of death, darkness, and deviance? The happiest time of the entire year! I've dug out all the old family decorations. Take a look. One of them even tells a story. When Otak was Otak and had his own shell, I used to put black roses all around his little skull. Tried that with Lloyd, but he wasn't having it. See you soon?
You are here to assist. I do appreciate one who is not afraid of a little work. I'm sure you've apprehended by now that Deimos is not as it should be. Several anomalous objects worthy of study have come up in recent scans. Lloyd can take you through the retrieval process.
gotta be a way to take these things down.
An excavator has completed its digging cycle. An excavator has completed its digging cycle. Full excavation of site complete. An excellent haul.
Well, okay then, Mr. Smarty Pants. All of the excavators made it through their cycles. You rock at this. Pun fully intended.
I have detected a nearby cache that may be the source of an anomaly. Time to locate it. You will need to release the cache before we can access it. The growth over the cache is seemingly invulnerable. Look for any infested tumors linked to it. I have detected these tumors are maintaining a grip on the cache. You will need to burst them. Well, that was unpleasant. Still, you have done enough to make the main tumor vulnerable now. Very good. Now we shall see what the cache holds.
Wow, you were quick. So quick I reckon you saved more of the box contents. Wow, you got all the pieces and the big puppy too. I wonder what it's been chewing on to feel like that.
I am detecting Grenier transmissions in the area. Somewhat panicked ones, to be precise. Please investigate and render assistance. We are mutual enemies of the infestation.
Grenier, friend. Hello, friend. All friends together. Come for contest. See who killed most infested first. Yeah? Ha! Grenier, draw!
achieved double the Grineer's kill count and saved the day. A salutary lesson in lethality I'm sure they won't forget. According to the scan data, this is the final location. Whatever is buried here represents the most unique anomaly detected. Please proceed with extraction.
When it's got juice, the purifier upsets the plants, and they stick their tongues out to taste what's different. Power it up. You'll see.
Purifier operational. Prevent any infested from interfering with it. Purifier operation complete, and rare samples scanned. This data is excellent.
Lloyd tells me you have retrieved the samples I wanted. I am pleased. I suppose you should have a reward for your efforts.
You do know what that is, right? The ancient Orcan Festival of Death, Darkness, and Deviance? The happiest time of the entire year! I've dug out all the old family decorations. Take a look. One of them even tells a story. Let's keep tradition alive. Until next time.
Would you like to hear a story for Nabarus? One that I told my grandchildren when they were small. Very well. Long ago, in the Orokin days, a golden people lived in spoiled luxury. If a body wore out, why, they would take a new one as easily as plucking a maprico. Such was the mystery of the Kuva. So, what became of death and disease? Oh, they were abundant, but not for the Orokin. They were above petty death. Such was their contempt that they decreed a special day on which to make fun of it. On Nabarus, the night of memory, the Shining People laughed at death. They dressed in costumes that recalled the old days of mortality. Skulls grinned, hallways guttered with demon lights. For one night, beauty was banished. Rot and monstrosity held sway. Now, on one very special Nabarus, 3 pretty Orokin were bored, as Orokin so often were. Nabarus no longer holds its magic for me, sighed one. Masks and costumes are for children, grumbled another. Why follow the crowd, mused the third. Are we not the very elite of the elite? Ha ha! Up, my Kissingtons, my luscious loves. Send for blue Kuva and hot lights. I have a sport that will mend all. And in the corridor, behind a curtain, a solitary silent girl heard them and said nothing. Then the 3 were very wicked. For what do you think they did? Down into the streets they went, and they caught 3 poor Ostrans and bore them back to their gilded halls. One they peeled like a fruit and decked out with glassy splinters, and his naked jaws went chitter-chatter-snap. And it echoed all around. Scarlet footprints he left. Another's limbs they twisted and wrenched his neck, and made a bundle of him, until he scuttled upsy-downsy like a horrid crab, with his sockets all empty and his stretched-out nose snuffling. The third they pulled thin in hand and foot. She walked spindly-wise on long tiptoes like a spider, and her entrails hung delicately down. She whispered, split-tongued and hissing as she went. "Fine costumes we've made," chortled the three Oregon. "Let us now try them on and visit our friends. What shrieking there will be! Oh, our names will live forever in the court for such a prank as this." Now, the silent girl brought them their blue couver, so they could take on these twisted bodies for only a short time before returning to their own. They drank and slept and woke in their three horrid forms. Off they went down the stairs, out the door, into the city, into the night of banners and masks and wild hilarity. Chitter-chatter-snap, scuttle-buttle, whispery-hispery. As you can imagine, there were many screams and laughs. Such cleverness, such wit. But in a high room of the tower, the silent girl looked at the faces of the three sleeping Oregon. She went and opened a little ivory door that she was not supposed to know about, and drew forth a flask that she would have been glassed for even looking at. A flask of crimson couver, the scarlet seal upon continuity, permanent. And she tipped it down three cruel throats. With a little laugh, she went skating away, never to return. There were many screams that nabberous night, but when the sun came up, none screamed so loud as the three who found that they were trapped in the hideous bodies they themselves had fashioned forever and ever. So, listen carefully, Tenno, and beware, for you may hear them coming tonight. Whispery-hispery on long stalking bones, scuttle-buttle with his eyes all empty, and skinless, dripping-handed, chitter-chatter-snap. Happy Nabbereth!